Hi everybody, my name is Cassie. I'm doing my reflection on urban sustainability, and my city was Seattle. So when I was looking through various articles, I ran across two main issues, one being land use and the other being inequality. Now, the question that we were asked was, what do you see as the most pressing challenges in transportation and housing sector to not only create sustainable but also socially just neighborhoods? So with transportation, I actually ran into inequality, and it wasn't just high income, low income. It was also gender and race as well, or demographic, however you wish to phrase that. So the study came out predominantly, please don't get mad, but predominantly white men used, let's say, this new biking system that they came out with in order to reduce public transit as a whole, whether it is with your own vehicle, carpooling, or even just public transportation. So it was predominantly white men. Women, and after that, and after the predominantly white males, then you had the minority male populace, and then the females, or the women were at the bottom of the list. So it kind of brought to question with some safety concerns as well. But in terms of taking strides towards sustainability in this fashion, such as reducing emissions altogether by just not taking your vehicles, they still have a long way to go, especially with the inequality being as tilted as it is. So the next issue I ran into was land use. So to be more specific, urban development versus natural space. So what does this have to do with residential or the housing sector? Well, how many of you live near a park? How many of you go to a park on a monthly basis or weekly? I know COVID's impacted a lot of us, but how many enjoy, taking a moment just to enjoy those green spaces? Well, same thing here. So we are running into a problem because there's a lot of urban development going on. However, there are, and I've got the link below for this one because it's really interesting. But studies show that when people have an interaction with wildlife, we're all the better for it on a psychological level, as weird as it sounds. So for us, it grounds us in some ways. So we've got this psychological, almost instinctive need to kind of, enjoy nature, even if it's not something we really think about, versus, the need to develop because Seattle is growing so quickly. It is one of the fastest growing places, at least in the Northwest, is what they say. So, and then that leads me to the next question, which was, what is one potential unintended negative consequence if sustainable design and policy strategies are not implemented with foresight and consideration for the social dimensions of neighborhood design? Okay, so for this one, I decided to do environmental degradation. If we don't consider balancing out our need for urban development and our natural setting. So environmental degradation is obviously soil depletion, air quality depletion, water depletion, just the quality of overall drops. But this has a huge impact on us, and it brings with it a whole slew of social justice issues as well. People are more unhappy. They're less likely to take pride in their environment. That need for community that cities strive to implement and nourish and grow and cultivate, it dies down, and it gets more and more difficult. When you live somewhere beautiful, you want to take care of it, right? So it's just that simple. Environmental degradation it doesn't just impact the environment, it impacts how we view everything around us. So I think that for our neighborhoods where we live, where we want to come home and relax, environmental degradation is definitely at the top of the list. So that's that's my 2 cents. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you.